Matthew chapter 2. Jesus was born in Bethlehem near Jerusalem during the reign of King Herod. After Jesus' birth, a group of spiritual priests from the east came to Jerusalem and inquired of the people, "Where is the child who is born king of the Jewish people? We observed his star rising in the sky and will come to bow before him in worship." King Herod was shaken to the core when he heard this. And not only he, but all Jerusalem was disturbed when they heard the news. So he called a meeting the Jewish ruling priests and religious scholars, demanding that they tell him where the promised Messiah was prophesied to be born. "He will be born in Bethlehem, in the land Judah," they told him, "because the prophecy states, 'But you, little Bethlehem, are not insignificant among the clans of Judah, for out of you will emerge a shepherd king of my people Israel.'" The herald secretly summoned the spiritual priests from the east to ascertain the exact time the star first appeared. And he told them, "Now go to Bethlehem and carefully look there for the child. And when you found him, report to me, so that I can go and bow down and worship him too." And on their way to Bethlehem, the same star they had seen in the east suddenly reappeared. Amazed, they watched as it went ahead of them and stopped directly over the place where the child was. And when they saw the star, they were so ecstatic that they shouted to celebrate with unrestrained joy. When they came to the house and saw the young child with Mary, his mother, they fell to the ground at his feet and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasure chests full of gifts and presented him with gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Afterward, they returned to their own country by another route, because God warned them in a dream not to go back to Herod. They escaped to Egypt. After they had gone, Joseph had another dream. An angel of the Lord appeared to him and said, "Get up now and flee to Egypt. Take Mary and the little child, stay there until I tell you to leave, for Herod intends to search for the child to kill him." So that very night he got up and took Jesus and his mother and made their escape to Egypt. I remained there until Herod died. All of this fulfilled what the Lord has spoken through the prophet. "I summoned my son out of Egypt." When Herod realized that he had been tricked by the wise men, he was infuriated. So he sent soldiers with orders to slaughter every baby boy 2 years old and younger in Bethlehem throughout the surrounding countryside, based on the time frame he was given from interrogating the wise man. This will fulfill the words of the prophet Jeremiah. "Ah, hear the screams of anguish, weeping and wailing in Ramah. Rachel is weeping uncontrollably for her children, and she refused to be comforted, because they are dead and gone." They returned to Nazareth. After Herod died, an angel of the Lord appeared again to Joseph in a dream while he was still in Egypt, saying, "Go back to the land of Israel and take the child's mother with you, for those who sought to kill the child are dead." So he awoke and took Jesus and Mary and returned to the land of Israel. But when he heard that Archelaus, Herod's son, had succeeded him as ruler over all the territory of Judah, he was afraid to go back. Then he had another dream from God, warning him to avoid that region and instructing him instead to go to the province of Galilee. So he settled his family in the village of Nazareth, fulfilling the prophecy that it would be known as the branch